All right, guys, we're going to practice more quadratic linear systems. All right? So first we're going to graph this quadratic. We're going to do some graphically and some algebraically. All right, so I'm going to graph negative x to the second minus 4x. Make sure when you put the first negative in, use this negative down at the bottom. All right, we're going to go to the graph first to see what it looks like. All right, this is what the graph looks like. We're going to have mostly negative values for x, but we'll have a couple positive values also. All right, so I'm going to go to my table, plot these points. All right, so I'm going to go from -5 to 1. All right, here we go. Plot these points. You could pause the video and plot these points and then start the video up again, all right? All right, so this is our quadratic. All right? Then we're going to graph our linear function, which, if you know how to do slope-intercept, it's going to be much easier. All right, so our y-intercept is 5. So we're going to start at +5. And our slope is 1/2. So that's up 1, right 2. Okay? Up 1, right 2. And as you can see, our solution is going to end up being over to the left. All right, so I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go down 1 and left instead of right 2. Down 1, left 2. All right, and now connect the dots. And hopefully you see that these are only going to cross one time. So that's our solution. Our one and only solution, which is -2 and then up 4. -2 comma 4 is our solution. All right. I also want to show you that if you don't have graph paper, what you could do is you could put both equations in at the same time. So I'm going to leave the quadratic in, and then I'm going to plug in 1/2 x plus 5. All right. See what it looks like on the graph first, and then go to the table. We could see that our solution is left to 0. So we're going to go negative values for x. And if you look at -2, both y's have a value of +4. So that's our solution. All right? All right, we're going to also practice solving it algebraically. All right, and what you want to do for algebraically, again, remember, is set the two equations equal to each other. So I'm going to take that expression, and I'm going to make it equal to this one. So x squared minus 12x plus 19 equals -4x plus 7. Remember, if it's a quadratic, which it is now because it has an exponent of 2, we got to make it equal 0. So we got to bring the -4x over. So we're going to add 4x. We got to bring the +7 over. So we're going to subtract 7 on both sides. We're going to get x to the second minus 8x plus 12 equals 0. All right, then we want to try to factor. Factors of 12 that add to 8. And factors of 12 are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. So we're going to go with 2 and 6. Right, because they add to 8. Remember, bring down the minus, put the bigger one first. They have to add, so they got to be the same. So this one's also minus. These are the same. We're going to get x equals 6 and x equals 2. Then we're going to take one of our equations. The first one I think is going to be easier. And we're going to plug in. Plug in 6. Y equals -4 times 6 plus 7. -24 plus 7. So y equals -18. So our solution, 6 -18. Now we're going to plug in 2. Negative 4 times 2 plus 7. Negative 8 plus 7. Y is going to equal negative 1. So 2, negative 1 is our other solution. All right? I'm going to do number 3 in a separate video.